So you're buying a multi-million dollar property in New York City and you might want to know what's included in the sale. I know that my clients do. The most common thing that's included is anything and everything that's fixed. Furniture, all the stuff that's detached, and then personal stuff like artwork, mirrors are not included even though they're technically might be attached to the wall. Light fixtures are included, window treatments are included, and of course all the appliances are included. Any other things that are fixed and attached, AC units that are through the wall, like I said, window treatments, that includes blinds and drapes, unless they're specifically excluded. Now, some people will specifically exclude something. The form contract that's used in New York City includes everything fixed, appliances, all fixtures, unless you specifically exclude it, which the attorneys will then do either in a section of the contract or in a separate rider. One of the most common things I see excluded is a sentimental light fixture. Because all the light fixtures are included in the sale, if you've got a light fixture that's been handed down for generations in your family, you might want to exclude that, or something that you bought overseas. I've seen that beautiful, Italian fixtures, French fixtures that people want to take with them to their next residence, regardless of the decor. That's specifically excluded. And then if a seller takes that, they have to replace it with what we call a building grade light fixture. They can't just leave the wires hanging. I rarely see people trying to exclude window treatments because they're usually custom. I have seen people try to exclude drapes, which are attached to a bar, because they try to repurpose them. So I have seen that. I've even seen people try to exclude appliances, which is a little bit insane. However, I did have an instance where the buyers were going to renovate the entire apartment and they were getting new appliances, and a couple of the appliances, including a built-in microwave and a dishwasher, were brand new, and my client wanted to take them for her Hamptons home, which she was renovating. Then you have to take it out and lug it to wherever it's going. Another personal item that people tend to fight over, but you'd be surprised about why they're fighting over it, are televisions. Now, these days, televisions are often attached to the wall, flat screen TVs, and depending on the age, usually the fight is that even though it's attached, the seller wants to leave it because you can go buy another one. They're so much cheaper now, and you can buy the latest model probably for a lot less than you paid for the one that's been hanging on the wall for 5 or 10 years. The buyers want them gone because they want to go and get new ones and put them up, or they don't want televisions at all, or they want the art television, or they just want something different, or they're reconfiguring where everything is laid out in the apartment. So that becomes an issue about who's going to get rid of the television as opposed to no, that television is included. There are instances where they are nice televisions, and then there's all sorts of fancy, amazing audiovisual equipment that's integrated with them, and in those instances, oftentimes a buyer wants that included. Speaking of audiovisual equipment, oftentimes it stays, even though that gets dated very quickly, but every time I've had a walkthrough in a final sale, in a closing, I'm always telling the buyers that they have to get their own audiovisual person in to make sure that everything works and get it reintegrated, because one of the things that a seller is going to do before they close is to disconnect their internet service. And you can't really function without internet and try to operate the latest audiovisual equipment, including Sonos, everything that operates on Wi-Fi. So in summary, what is included in your purchase or sale of real estate in New York City? Everything and anything that's actually fixed, attached. That includes light fixtures, window treatments, of course, appliances, and unless they're specifically excluded, which can be negotiated. Things that are not included are furniture, personal items, and sometimes people want to negotiate for furniture. I try to handle that completely separately from the sale of the real estate, and it's also a topic for another video.